If you've got a mid-tier gaming PC like most people, you should sit up and listen to this one. The Ripjaws 5, as you already guessed, is the second generation of DDR4 memory from G.Skill. And with the Ripjaws 5, you can be almost certain that G.Skill listened to the feedback it got from critics concerning the first generation of the DDR4. The new series is everything you'd want for a mid-tier gaming RAM. It's faster, has a less annoying heatsink, and most importantly perhaps, it's more reasonable. Because after all, RAMs are ultimately products, and they must be at the right price to be worth anything. The RAM is available in different frequency options. You can get anything from the standard DDR4 2133 MHz to the blistering DDR4 4000 MHz. When we tested the Ripjaws out, we were pleasantly surprised. Seriously. While we knew that G.Skills was putting something exciting out, we didn't know that it would be this exciting. The Ripjaws did excellently well on all our benchmarks. How well? Well, it beat a lot of kits in the 2400 MHz range, and it did all this without overclocking. With a single bump in voltage, you may even be able to reach about 3000 MHz. However, at that point, you may face some problems with stability. It is a 42mm module height, which makes it compatible with most oversized CPU heatsinks. If you're the kind of person who cares about the color of their gaming RAM, look, we don't judge, and it doesn't seem like G.Skill judges either. The Ripjaws 5 comes in 5 different colors, so your computer can look good while it helps you slay dragons and stuff. And oh, the Ripjaws 5 is very affordable, which is something you don't get a lot of these days. Number 4. G.Skill Trident Z Neo 32GB DDR4 3600 MHz. Another G.Skill RAM? Yes, another one. There are very few companies that deliver value consistently like G.Skill. What makes G.Skill even more popular is that the company manages to deliver value on a budget, which, if we are going to be honest, seems like a superpower these days. The Trident Z Neo is the best RAM for gaming with an AMD motherboard. 5 years ago, you might have thought, well, not many people game with an AMD motherboard, so is this important? Well, AMD's share of the RAM market has been steadily increasing since at least 2019, and people, like us, have started to take notice. For a long time, the Trident Z RGB RAM has dominated the market, and it's not too surprising that the newest release, the Trident Z Neo, has started dominating as well. Like the Trident Z RGB series, the Neo series comes with brilliant RGB lighting. We mean there's a bunch of individually addressable RGB LEDs that will light up your computer in the most breathtaking way. How can you not like this? If you want your computer to look good, this is one RAM you should seriously consider. However, the most important thing you should know about the Trident Neo is that it's optimized for AMD Ryzen. It's also a budget RAM, so if you've got a Ryzen PC and not too much money to blow on the highest end RAM, then this is a no-brainer for you. You can get a 32GB kit for about $200 or less, and you'd still be able to upgrade your computer to about 64GB of high-speed DDR4 memory later, if you want to. I mean, we think it is kind of unnecessary in our opinion, but you can always knock yourself out. A beat of needless upgrade never killed anyone. The Trident Neo comes with various speeds and configurations. You can get anything from a 2600 MHz kit to a 3800 MHz kit. Number 3. G.Skill Trident Z Royal 16GB DDR4 4000 MHz. Yes, we know. Look, it's not our fault that G.Skill makes good and cheap gaming RAM. It is just what it is. If you want high-end frequency RAM for gaming, well, we can't say you'll find a better fit than the Trident Z Royal on the market. Look, we also tried. We couldn't find. If you do find, please do let us know. So why is the Trident Z Royal so good? First off, it has amazing bin memory and high-speed kits. It also manages to blend a high-functioning 4000 MHz performance with one of the best designs we've seen on a RAM. Unlike the Trident Z Neo, the Z Royal is best suited for high-performance Intel builds. How high? Well, think of PCs that are built around the Core i9-10900K. Exactly. If you want a RAM to match such a high-speed Intel build, there's no other option but the Trident Z Royal. It'll feed your CPU at the fastest rate you've ever seen, and it will blow almost any benchmark you run on it. It's that good. If you want to overclock this kit, you can do that as well. We've managed to push it to 4400 MHz without increasing voltage, which is surely not something you can do easily with other RAMs. Okay, we admit it. We had to reduce the latency a bit to be able to do that. But still, we were able to do it. If you needed another reason to get the Trident Z Royal, well, it is backed by a lifetime warranty. The Trident Z Royal is super fast, great for Intel high-performance systems, and is beautiful, if that's the proper way to compliment a RAM stick. However, it isn't all rainbows and sunshine. The Trident Z Royal is super expensive, but if you own a PC built around the Core i9-10900K, money is not a problem, eh? Number 2. Corsair Dominator Platinum RGB 32GB DDR4 3200 MHz. Yeah, G.Skill is great, but when it comes to the top spots, well, Corsair edges this one for us, and you'll soon see why. The Dominator Platinum is, according to Corsair, the culmination of the last 25 years of being the face of premium high-performance memory. While we don't think that's strictly true, the Dominator Platinum does live up to its hype. First off, it is available at high speeds of up to 4800 MHz, which is the highest on this list. That tells you just far ahead of the rest the Dominator Platinum is. And yeah, this means the Dominator Platinum is the world's fastest air-cooled production memory. It also has a generous overclocking room headroom that allows you to push performance to even higher levels. It's widely compatible and will work with the latest Intel and AMD DDR4 motherboards. It's the best of both worlds. While the Dominator Platinum may not be the best looking RAM you've ever seen, it's still very good looking, and you can make it look even better with its customizable lighting from 12 individually addressable RGB LEDs. The Capellix X RGB LEDs are very bright and will add a new dimension of beauty to your CPU. If you have other Corsair products, you'd be able to synchronize the lighting perfectly through Corsair's iQ software suite. However, the Dominator Platinum RGB isn't without its problems. For one, this module height may cause clearance issues. Despite this, it comes in at second on this list, because, well, why not? Number 1. Team Extreme ARGB 16GB DDR4 3600 MHz C14. We've always searched for the Holy Grail product, and by the Holy Grail, we mean cheap enough to be affordable, yet high-end enough to be taken seriously. And the ARGB 16GB from Team Extreme is the closest to the Holy Grail when it comes to RAM. Even though ARGB is an objectively unforgettable name, it still managed to top this list. With a CAS latency of 14, the ARGB beats most RAM favored by gaming PCs. That's probably one of the most important reasons it has taken the top spot here. It also has primary timings of 14, 15, 15, 35, which takes it right up the list of any gaming RAM we've ever reviewed. It's very overclocking friendly, and it probably has as much headroom as any memory module on the market right now. Interestingly, the kit has a covering that spreads the RGB lighting right across the rig's surface, which gives it a subtle but strong light effect. If you don't like the sharp bright lights of most modern-day RGB rigs, then you should seriously consider the ARGB. Unlike the Dominator Platinum, the ARGB doesn't have a software suite that can help you control its light. However, you can get the same effect by simply using various motherboard manufacturers' software suites. The speed rating of this RAM makes it a perfect fit for AMD Ryzen systems. This is probably as good as it can get for people with high-level AMD systems. Perhaps the most important factor that places this RAM right at the top of this list is its price. It can be gotten for about $180 or lower. The RAMs that can even possibly rival it easily go for twice the price. It's little wonder then why the ARGB has found itself atop this list. Thanks for watching the video. We hope you found yourself a good gaming RAM that you love. Be sure to check out the description for the most up-to-date prices and info